Okay, folks, today I'm at Jefferson Village Giddings Memorial Park, and you can see they have some haunted woods going in October 10th and 11th. What I really was looking for was the Jefferson Depot, but the address that I had and that Google Maps brought me to is this park. So we'll walk around. It does look like some historic things are in the park, and maybe I'll find the Jefferson Depot, I don't know, but this looks like a nice little park, so we'll walk around and we'll see what we can find. It is so far all sidewalk, while there is grass and stuff and a field you can play frisbee and stuff in, and picnic tables, benches all along just to sit and enjoy. Now it does look like some rocks with plaques on there, which looks like you do have to walk in the grass to see what these plaques say. This one, I gotta walk around it to read it. I can't read upside down. The McKinley Elm. Governor William McKinley spoke under this elm in 1892. Elected president in 1896. Maybe that's the elm? Not sure. And this rock just looks like a rock. Doesn't have anything on it. At least not that I can see. And there's some rocks over here too. It looks like they're just rocks. So we'll get back on the sidewalk and walk around and see what we can see. There's the police department with a cool mural. I guess I'm gonna have to walk in the grass to show you the mural. So, change brings opportunity. I like that mural. The flowers and the butterfly. And over here we got a little pavilion, I guess you can picnic in. You all will have to tell me if this is any better with the shakiness or not. And you got pavilion rules. So you got that. Then there's also a pavilion and a playground. And I'm not sure. What this is. Looks like basketball court. So and I'm not sure what this building is. I have a feeling it's the restrooms. Yep, this building's the restrooms. And we'll be back when we find some more stuff. And here is the Joshua R. Giddings Law Office. And I will read about that. There is a ramp in the back. I don't know if it's open or not though. But Joshua R. Giddings Law Office, and it's apparently continued from the other side, so we'll start on this side. This building served as the law office of Joshua Reed Giddings, a Whig congressman who advocated for the abolition of slavery and an end to the domestic slave trade. Born in 1795, much of Giddings' young life was occupied by working on his father's farm. After serving in the War of 1812, he began to study law. Gaining admittance to the bar in 1821, a successful lawyer, Giddings was elected to the Ohio House of Representatives in 1826. In 1837, he was elected as a Whig to the U.S. House of Representatives, where he quickly established himself as a staunch opponent to slavery. In 1854, he joined the Republican Party, contributing greatly to the platform during the party's conventions of 1856 and 1860. As a reward for his dedication, President Abraham Lincoln appointed him as Consul General to Canada, where he served until his death in 1864. And now we'll come over to this side and finish. An excerpt from Congressman Joshua R. Giddings' farewell speech to the House of Representatives in 1859. And I beg to assure you, Mr. Chairman and gentlemen, that whether in public or in private life, in prosperity or in adversity, whether living or dying, my heart's desire and prayer to God shall be that every human soul may enjoy that liberty which is necessary to protect and cherish life, attain knowledge and prepare for heaven, and when I shall have passed away, let my epitaph announce that I hated oppression and wrong, that I loved liberty and justice. And then I have a feeling we have the historic marker on here. Yes, historical landmark. And then, so this is brick, this little bit. I want to show you. I thought this log bench was really cool. And there's another rock with a plaque on it. Joshua Reed Giddings here wrote the Republican Party's first national platform, adopted at Philadelphia, June 17, 1856. Member of Congress from 1838 to 1858. In 1842, he defied the Atherton gag rule prohibiting discussion of slavery on the floor. Censored by the House, given no opportunity for defense, he resigned. His overwhelming re-election 5 weeks later and renewed defiance restored constitutional freedom of speech in our American Congress. Pioneer, soldier, author, patriot, and statesman, a founder of the National Republican Party. And as I said, they do have a ramp for the handicap, which I like. Some of these historic things you can't get into. As I said, I'm not sure that it's open. The Giddings Law Office is now accessible to all people. This handicapped entrance was a gift of Arlene M. Holden in the year of 2017. And thank you so much, Miss Holden, for your gift. As I said, this might be... yeah, it's not open, so we won't get to see the inside. Across the street is a Methodist church, which has a pretty little gazebo. Let me see if I can get the steeple here. And it looks more like a tree. Maybe you can see the steeple a little bit. Well, I can get through this one, but I can't get through that train. So we'll see where this road brings me. And if I find anything cool, I will let you know. And it really doesn't look like it. So I am not, well, maybe. We'll see. I don't know if it's the truck I hear or the silos, but see if I can get to where I want to go. So I found the building. We got 19th century Jefferson Depot Village. It's a railroad crossing. You can see several buildings. And I'm going to see if I can find the office and entrance, see how much it costs for the tour, and if they'll let me tape the tour. So I wanted to show you the big boy toys. I have a feeling they're using those to refurbish that building there. We might find out a little bit more, but as I said, I'm not sure what'll happen here, but wanted to show the big boy toys.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, there is a ramp. I was wrong. So you see this bell. Was this one of the bells they rang for the trains?
Yes, that was on one of the steam engines.
And then New York Central. We got the different. I didn't wear my Pennsylvania Railroad shirt today.
Oh, okay.
I went down to Altoona in August, and well, that's actually where I grew up, but big railroad town. This is a really nice painting. Or is this a?
Building was built in 1872.
Or is that a photo? And the building was built in 1872. Is like the flooring in that original then, or?
Yes, this is the original building. All our buildings are 1800s, but most of the others have all been moved here from within the county. And the people, they would work out the...
Look at this typewriter. I can remember my parents actually had one like this. And it was the first typewriter I learned to type on.
Mm-hmm. That's what we used to have to use when I was in high school.
Yeah, that's...
I'll be right back.
Oh, take your time. Another cool model train, Lionel's. There's the telegraph machine. The whole feathers that they used to write, and the lamps. That I'm not old enough. Some stamps. This would have been the ticket counter. Lennox Cornet Band. That's cool. More photos. The old stovepipe stove. There's a cool old doll. This might be what it actually looked like way back when. And the piano. Looks like an old piano.
We're through the 8th grade.
So there's your schoolhouse. So 1st through 8th, you said?
Mm-hmm. And
So
they would have to go work on the farms or whatever. Or if their parents had a lot of money, they could send them back east to further their education.
Kind of like Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, it is.
That was one of my wife's favorite shows.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because older people, but little kids love coming in here. They're just fascinated with that people
Live this way.
Yeah.
Which is great that they're learning and...
Yes.
So this... What does that sign say?
Where did I put the keys?
Are they still in the lock?
Yeah. I got a fire hose that we're going to put on there. And
Well, that'll be really cool.
It could either be drawn by the horse or by hand. The train, because they didn't have anywhere. The people that were injured on the train wreck had to go to people's homes.
Wow. That's about the Titanic of its time, which is a video if you can find it. And one of these days I'll get to the site, I hope, to film for you guys. So the deck has been refurbished last fall. They got a donation of $2,000 to help fix it up, because before that it was the original 250 years old, so 150, so it was starting to go. So luckily they got that fixed up, and wonderful that the person did that for them. Look at the old milk crates.
Austenburg is halfway between Geneva and here, and we had to cut it in two and bring it in 2 parts to transport it down here.
So is this
This
just
was
a
like a general
house?
store.
General store?
It was many different things,
And I actually went through Austenburg to get here.
Yep.
So
Now this is our pharmacy.
how small the pharmacies were back.
Yes, yes. And we put a rose bed in because the pharmacists at that time had to made the perfumes and everything for the house. And over there is the little garden that has all the things that you would make the medicines from. Would you like to see inside of it?
Oh, sure.
I got my keys.
So this is the inside of the pharmacy. Here's some of the things that he'd use or give you. Hey, coneflower. I actually have a coneflower and mint. We got that growing in my garden.
Okay, well, all this stuff is growing in here.
So, I don't know if you heard her say that it's actually growing in here. Look at all these. Some of these bottles look like they might be the original.
Yes.
And this Was this in Jefferson or?
This was in Ashtabula.
Okay, this is
We
up in
brought it from
Ashtabula.
And this is called an apothecary. It would be hanging outside, but we're not here 24 hours a day, so we don't want it getting broken.
Yeah.
So the pharmacist would put this outside to let everybody know to come in here. And these are different equipment to help to where you would make the pills.
And here's an old cash register where he charged you. Old mortar and pestle. Bunch of different sizes. It's just so cool.
That was our original church. The church is growing. It's humongous now. But at that time, it cost $1,000 to build it.
That's the original United Methodist Episcopal Church of Jefferson. And over here, you gotta get the train, the caboose, the Pennsylvania Railroad. So how did you get the Pennsylvania Railroad one?
The Delta Railroad delivered it for us. Or Delta, whatever the name is. Out of Ashtabula. They brought their big trains and everything. You set it on the rail tracks.
That looks like it almost might have been a church too.
I think we're saying it was a church bomb, but for the shape of the windows and that, I think it might have been a firehouse. I'm not sure. We haven't, so we're just saying it was the church.
Was that from Jefferson too? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the two easy ones to move. We just moved them over here. And over here we have a blacksmith shop.
Now, at times they have special events here too.
Yes.
I
We
saw.
have the Strawberry Festival. That's the second weekend in June. And then next year, because it's the 250th anniversary, we're having we call it America Live, where we all get dressed up. The kids can make candles and do all kinds of different stuff that they would have done as youth. And so that's going to be on the 4th of July next year.
You all need to mark your calendars.
Yes. Hopefully we'll have
A blacksmith.
blacksmith coming.
And then what is this little?
This is a carriage house. We're using it as a carriage house. And we have I can show you. You don't have to walk up on these. Can you walk that far in the garden?
Oh yeah.
Like getting that all decorated up for Christmas. We put it out at Christmas time. It'll probably be in the parade, Christmas parade. That's the first weekend in December. And this is called a cornet bandwagon. Instead of marching bands, they used to have the bands get in the thing. I don't know if you can get back.
Nah, this is what they're gonna get to see.
Trying to get somebody to come and refurbish it, but it's just beautiful.
So anybody that knows about that, get in touch.
Yes.
She'll work something out with you.
Right.
So this is a Victorian home. When my tour guide gets back, I'll find out, because I can't see the year or where it was from.
Now this was the original parish house for the minister for the Methodist Church.
Okay, so this is from Jefferson too, because this is the pastor's home.
Built in 1888.
In 1888. I just love that we have places like this that still.
Well, look at how much, and they did everything by hand, but look how much work they put into the woodworking.
Yeah. No, it's just. And it was all done by hand and that, and I love that people have kept it, and
Yes.
that we can see the work and how things were done back then. Here's another general store.
And if you can't find it in there, you don't need it.
That's right.
And our tavern. This is our tavern.
This little.
Jonathan Warner Tavern.
And I was here in
He was
Jefferson.
one of the first 15 people in Jefferson.
Wow.
And he went on. He was the mayor, and he had. I think he went to Congress in Washington too.
And then
Our post office.
the post office is the last. So what I'm going to do is sit down and.
Yeah, that's the lady of the house. That was her rose garden there. And this is our garden. Well, it's kind of looking kind of bad now this time of year, but it's a native garden. It was all native plants. And then out back we have a kitchen garden where we grow carrots and peas and beets and.
Do you all pick them and eat them?
Yes.
So, Jefferson Depot and the park, great places. I will put the website down in the description box.
We have 15 buildings, and they were all built in the 1800s.
So you just heard 15 buildings, all built in the 1800s. And for the most part, it's handicap friendly. So what I'm going to tell you is whether you need a walker, cane, wheelchair, whatever type of assistive device you need to help you get around and live life to its fullest. It's not making you handicapped, it's making you handy-capable. Thank you all for joining. I do have a buy me half a tank of gasoline link down below in the description box if you care to help me on my travels, and know that God loves you and God bless.